everyone, thank you for checking week 2 lecture. I'd like to announce a couple things first before we move on to the lecture 2, sketching and inspiration. I'd like to mention about the assignment component. As you research your own brand and story, concept, audiences, design, advertisement campaigns, etc., you also need to include the on-site research. On-site research including the brand logo, graphics, brand products, brand environment signage, which means you have to visit offline store to take those photos. Many of you didn't do that yet, but please go offline store and take photos. And those based on those on-site research, write down a few paragraph or a few sentences about how their logo and their inspirations and impressions and your design solutions as well. Week 1 reflection, your opinion and discussions were very helpful for me to understand your perspectives. This online class might be new to every one of us. So I'm trying to modify the class materials based on this online setting. I would also do very easy step-by-step lecture by using the demonstration and hands-on sketching and building up the model, so you can access to this class material much easier. Second announcement about the class participation. As you see from this screen, I don't know if you see this class progress menu. I can track each one of your class progress. So how many times you access to this this class page, and how's your content accomplishment. So some of you already did completed. So your class participation and that grade will be based on this class progress system. So instead of you attending the class and you get the attendance grade, this online setting will take the participation and attendance based on this. And I could also see that from your assignment and all the report. So don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions regarding the class materials, and please check all the content from this online class website. Please do your own work by checking the content and watching the videos and reading the materials and some references as well, so you can accomplish this class. Hope you get the good grade. I'm going to start with this case study by using the past student's work. The student started with the brand research, as many of you already done so. Life Water, the brand name is Life Water, which is just regular drinking water. And this student went online the website to find their brand strategy and brand stories and mottos and logo, their the design, the product shapes, etc. What I really like about this project is something that you can use the fundamental 3D shapes to the functional fixtures. So this person use the company's logo, square shape, and cubic shape. So the cubic shape has much more potential than what we could imagine, because nowadays the cube form that is used for contemporary art, and a lot of brands nowadays use the contemporary art shape that make upgrade their company's brand level. So this life water represent the drinking water, of course, but at the same time, their target audience is the artistic mind, the people nowadays. Design approach came from the company's logo. They have a square shape, and for the retail environment, they use cube shape. As company's motto, the diverse artistic styles, the water is, as you many of you know, that it's abstract form. It could be any free form. The company used the free form style, which apply to the artistic shape, and the basic form of the cube shape. The inspiration page including the cube shapes from different environment. Number 1 is retail environment. Number 2 is art environment, which is very clever. Nowadays, the brand have lots of collaboration project from doing the artistic collaboration. So the artistic collaboration is something that I want to recommend you guys use for your project, because this is such a big trend we cannot really avoid or ignore. As you see, the art has much more potential, which is, represent the idea of the spirit of the liberty and abstract format. The brand and the product have very solid purpose, which is, for our everyday life. But then the art has, certain form, but certain function that make people, enjoy the, and feel the art itself. So by combining that the aspect of art, the brand could succeed their brand story as a much more upscaled version. Concepts. As I mentioned that this student picked a cube shape and square shape from the logo for the fixture ideas. As you see from this drawing, the person used the logo on the top and repetitive shape of the cube on the bottom in a glass transparent form containing the art, rolled of art, the canvas and or paper. So it including the company's motto, which is a diverse artistic style. You are going to do lots of freehand drawing with the thumbnail sketches. Before you get to this point, you're going to do many concept idea sketches. So this is just, very concise and concluded version of drawing. I'm going to introduce the scale drawing in the week 3rd and week 4th, so please stay tuned about that part. Once you choose your main shape of fixture based on the company's logo and product shape or colors or anything, you can find more ideas from Pinterest. As you see from the screen, I put the search line as cube fixtures. So let me see more interesting ideas from here. Okay, this one I'm going to save. Okay, I like this LED light fixtures embedded on this bone structure of cube. Save. And I like this, the transparency of all these geometric shapes embedded onto this cube inside. Save. And I like this gathering of these cubes for the lighting fixture. Okay, I'm going to save. And also, this is interesting. The all this smaller scale and larger scale of the cubes embedded on this geometric shape of the modular system. Save. You very simple process of gathering your research ideas from Pinterest here. So once you collect, your inspirations and ideas enough, and you are checking the all this board from your Pinterest page. So let me click this image particularly, and in order to save this image, I'm going to use my screenshot mode. So on your keyboard, Command Shift number 4, and you'll get this, the shape of the pixel selecting cursor. So I'm going to click and drag, and this amount, and screenshot it and save in your desktop. Display fixture research. I usually go to this website named Displays to Go. They're very affordable, and most important thing is they ship really fast. And most importantly, they have a variety amount of display fixtures depending on your industry and your purpose and your occasion of this display fixtures. And I picked this green print product especially for this class because nowadays we're very conscious about the eco-friendly materials, and from my class material I also support the eco-conscious brand and materials. So as you look at this website, they're categorized by the the types, the product types. So I'm going on this retail merchandising page, so I can see what fixture shapes used in the real life, and this kind of cardboard type of the shelving unit, and pegboard style. You can hang and stock on the shelf same time. And cardboard materials, MDF wood planners. Basket shape is much more friendly for the fruit basket style. You can look through this website to check the existing fixture shape, and you can apply this shape to your conceptualization and ideas. Okay, many of you already took the foundation course. You're already really familiar with drawing 2D to 3D, really quick sketches, but I'm going to show you how to draw the perspective drawing in a quick time. So there are one, two, three perspective. Number one is 1-point perspective. Your eyes seeing from here. And there's just 1 point, which is define the angle of your object. So I'm going to draw the guide starting from that dot of vantage point. And these are the guidelines. These are all tilted and angled, but it all gathered in one point, which means starting from the one point. Sorry, I have to tilt this a little bit because the camera is here. Hard to draw. So you got to make the one line parallel to this horizon, which is one side of your object top. So I made just one small line here, and another the horizon line here, which is not too parallel, but so when you sketch, you have to do many layers of line to define to the straight line, because human hands not tend to draw like things really straight, because it's a free hand. So I do this. I practice this a lot. When you have spare time, make many straight lines as you doodle. So I made these two lines parallel to this horizon. So this will define your top of your the cube shape. So I'm going to connect this line to meet this corner. So continue this side lines by following this guide, and this is your cube top. And making your the cube more three-dimensional shape, you're going to make a vertical line, which defines the height of your cube. As you see, my lines, the length are different. The front two line, vertical two lines are longer than these row two other vertical lines, because your eyes here, these two lines are closer than these two lines. So I'm going to make this vertical line a little longer to match to the length of this top line. So these are pretty similar length. And now I'm going to draw another horizontal line to define another plane of the cube. So now you made this front plane, and you got the top plane and then the side front plane. And I'm going to continue to draw this side line by following this guide angle. So the guide angle is here. So I'm going to, make this line. Now you made a cube. It looks a little bit, longer. So you can also adjust by using your eraser. More look like cube. This looks very distorted, but it's okay. You're practicing. So this is 1-point perspective drawing. Number 2 is 2-point perspective. So from first you use just 1 point, and now you're going to make another dot to make second perspective point of view. So let me start from the different page. I'm going to make horizontal line again and 2 dots, and as I did from the 1-point perspective, I'm going to make a guideline like this, and then second similar angle, other guidelines. Now you're going to start from this crossover line and make one line and second line and another line. As you see this, I made the drawing, the straight line from the crossing point, and here the closed. So now you made top part of the cube, and continue to draw the height by making the straight vertical line. Try a little longer. And by following this guide, I made another 2-point perspective cube. It's a little distorted again, but you can always adjust. As you see, your eyes always catch the odd shape very easily, because your eyes are more trained than your head, because we see things every day. Okay, number 3, 3-point perspective drawing. So let me draw horizon again, and you're already practiced. The 1 point and second point are here on the horizon, and your third point goes somewhere here. That's 3-point perspective. So as we did from the last 1-point and 2-point perspective, we're going to draw the guide all meet this one dot. And 3-point will also do the same. This 3-point perspective is unusual, so you can take this as just knowledge of the perspective, part of perspective drawing. So as we did from the 1-point and 2-point perspectives, we're going to start drawing one line from the crossover, second line, and continue to meet this line, and third and fourth. So you made a top view already. And now this is different. From the past, we did a vertical line to make 1-2-point perspective, but 3-point perspective require angled height. So I'm going to follow this guide from third point like this. So you'll see this vertical line, which is angled by following this third point. You're going to do the angled, a little bit tilted, angled vertical line. If you don't see your guide, you can also make another guide like this, where you can connect this corner dot. So I continue this as really longer. So now we are drawing the cube cube is what all the length and side lines and everything's the same length. So this has to be somehow same length as the side, the plane line. So I'm going to draw line here by following this same angle as the second point, and then make the connecting side line. So now I made 3-point perspective cube. So from the second point, the 2-point perspective drawing has this vertical line, but 3-point perspective have little angled side height line. So that's different. So also see this 1-point perspective, which is a little more plain, less exaggerated, and more dynamic shape is 2-point perspective, and more dynamic shape of 3-dimensional shape is the 3-point perspective. So now you made 1, 2, 3-point perspective drawing of the cube. As we learn the perspective drawing, we're going to do the quick sketches as assignment for week 2. So you might have your concepts already, which will be reviewed by me once you submit your assignment, research and inquiry. So before the conceptualization, you're going to start with the thumbnail sketch. My audio wasn't working that time. I'm recording voiceover. I started drawing the shelving unit with the brand advertisement opportunity, and my brand was the Damn Good Honey Farm, and that store is very small and they don't really have a display space. So I try to combine the shelving function with the brand, the selling point of purchase part. So I started the shelving like that. I'm going to style first. Their the store fixture plus brand advertisement with the fixtures. So I made this very simple panel, which has a little bit thicker shape because I'd like to stock their product same time. So you start from this simple goal that I want to make the fixture which promote the company's brand and same time stock their product, because this farm store is very small and they don't really have many space to display the advertisement or stock their product same time. So I made this combined unit. So it started from very simple shape, square and shelving unit. I already introduced you how to research the display fixtures from online, so you can also reference those shapes. But I just slightly, casually came up with this simple idea. So this is your simple goal without putting any creativity, any ideas yet. So as you see, this is honey related brand. So I'm going to start thinking what's the honey related icons and visual graphics. Of course, there will be honeycomb shape. Sorry, this doesn't show much. Honeycomb shape. It's octagon shapes. I simply start drawing, whatever that my imagination. So in order to stock their product, I'm going to make this shelving unit by using this honeycomb shape, because their products are mostly jar. Even skin product also contained in the jar shape, or some of the product like soaps. So it could be stacked. Those units are very easy to stack. So I can give a little bit of fun shape to their shelving unit. This is how you develop your idea, by thinking and drawing same time. You can't just think, or you can't just draw. You have to think and draw same time. That way you can develop your ideas and you will not forget. This simple idea sketch will be your guide later when you're developing your design more advanced version. So what I'm gonna do, I did this simple sketch of the honeycomb shape, and then combine this honeycomb shape to my shelving unit. So this is Min Zhenju assignment, the research and inquiry report. Thank you for submitting this on time. I'm going over her assignment right now. She did the brand of Sephora, and as you see this Sephora brand research and demographic, the target consumers and competitors, of course, Ulta Beauty, Macy's, Target Beauty, Sally Beauty. And company mission is very short, but it was okay. And strategy also well cited. And inspiration mood board, I want to focus on this page. Many of you didn't do this yet, but Min did a really great job of researching the Sephora's the design inspiration. So this assignment PDF file layout made out of this Sephora's stripe lines. But in my opinion, that looks a little bit busy. So if you could compact that strip line somewhere near the corner or somewhere, you can make this page less busier. I can't really focus on reading the content here because of these busy strip lines, but it definitely support the mood of the brand. This page doesn't look too busy because it has the image framed in a little larger portion of this page compared to this. So if you can keep the image size big enough, you can definitely use this Sephora's brand, the logo and symbol images in the background better. Inspiration page definitely did really great job. I would give a little bit of minimizing the effect on this straight lines. Maybe you can delete this vertical line or just cut in the little in the top part so it doesn't continue all the way down here, because you know, your inspiration images are having the same the stripe the patterns, so it gets a little confused. And thank you for doing this site, the report, and checking what they have currently in the store environment. So it definitely helps to come up with your conceptual ideas. So I'm looking forward to seeing your ideas. If you have any concerning about the conceptualization, please email me, and we can do the workshop as well. We can discuss your ideas. I'd like to explain the assignment for week 2. The assignment for the week 2 will be the conceptualization phase. You're going to include your conceptual idea sketches with the mood board. The mood board is your inspiration images from anywhere to support your ideas and idea sketches, as you see from the screen. This person used the existing company's design fixtures and the suggesting their design ideas. So there are 3 options of ideas. Number 1 was the aquarium with the signage. Number 2 is the logo in 3-dimensional shape. Number 3 is the children's play table by combining the company's the brand signage. So what you're going to do is you're going to do 2 or 3 optional idea sketches by combining the inspiration images. It could be the different form of the images, like already existing somewhere else other than the company's the design, and make 2 or 3 pages of in one PDF and upload to the assignment page.